Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm doing another video with you. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little phone one on things and in life and shit. So, the movie Us just came out. A lot of people are like, this movie didn't make any sense. It was stupid. I didn't like the movie. It's a little bit way over my head. It got me, you know what I'm saying? I got to think a little too much. Like, it shit just didn't make sense. The ending was weird. And, like, I didn't really get the whole point of the movie. So basically, some people get upset because like the movie doesn't have a straightforward direction. There's different anomalies that's going on in the movie that have different meanings, but it all encompasses to one thing. It's just getting a point of view and perspective out with symbolism, not necessarily a straightforward plot movie. And the thing is with the movie is basically like, really we all have doppelgangers, right? Like our the shadow version of us, you know what I'm saying? And let me not even go deep on that shit. Like there's different versions of us in different realities in parallel universes, all encompassed to one that's connecting to us as beings on this earth, right? But we're just lights contained in this body. But let me not go off into that tangent. But now, those shadows are the dark sides of us mixed in with a little bit of the good side of us, right? But sometimes it never reaches its true potential, right? And these doppelgangers in the movie are in the representation like they're clones, right? Like I guess they was doing some freaky shit back in the 80s, which a lot of stuff the government does, people just don't know about. And they think that it's all in the good and good. And one thing about America is like great at propaganda, marketing, intellectual property. We don't make shit, but we good at those things. So one thing about the movie is like they was doing some experiments down. I guess they was cloning people to trying to control people, like in the tether. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to find a way to control people. But the thing is, if you clone people, that secondary person doesn't actually have a soul per se. But this is hinting at some shit that's going to happen in the future with us as a humanity. We really got to be careful because technology is going so fast, and you don't know who is going to think a certain kind of way or manipulate certain things to make it the way and make it a norm in our society. So it's always the two sides of everything, right? But speaking on the whole situation about that, even in the movie, in the beginning of the movie, the son is like, oh, the government puts fluoride in our water. A lot of people don't even know that. They just live in life like, oh, the water that you drink at school when you were a little kid, they got hella fluoride, way more fluoride than the regular water that's around. The government does do that. They'll say it's to strengthen your enamel and for your teeth, and it's good. It's good for hygiene purposes, right? But in reality, the government knows what they're doing. That fluoride also dumbs you down. It doesn't make you expand your thinking or your consciousness. It doesn't open up your consciousness. See, sometimes I don't know if this happens to you, but if you smoke weed, you look at all the different options of shit, and it opens you up. It opens up your brain. It might open you up to just look at things differently and laugh, but it might open up to make you think, or it might you just relax. But that consciousness, that soul, it fluctuates to different things. You know what I'm saying? So now imagine if it's too many creative motherfuckers or too many people that are thinking out the box, and they might think for bad, which that does happen. You won't be able to control society. I understand why they do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a negative, right? But I understand why maybe the powers that be would want to do something like that. I'm going off into a whole other tangent, but they do that to control society in the way that there's rules, regulations. People, not too many people think out the box. Not too many people want to go do something crazy. It might be crazy for good. It might be crazy for bad. So, yeah, so that's part of it. And another thing is like also in jail, right? I don't know if some of y'all know this, but like those little packets they put in that you put in your tea and stuff like that. It's like a little powder substance they give to a lot of males. That is like, they put some stuff in there to lower your testosterone level while you're in jail. So that way you're not more aggressive and hyper aggressive. So if they already do stuff like that in jail, you don't think they do shit like that in the real world? So that's just touching up on that. So with the movie, you know, it's like you got these people from the tether, you know what I'm saying? They decide to come out and enact they freedoms, you know what I'm saying? It's like even like relating to minorities, like black folks expanding they, you know, whatever, and now they want to rise, you know what I'm saying? It just shows that like if we all come together, look at what we can do, you know what I'm saying? But people don't catch that, you know, Shorty had got switched out when she went down there with those people, and that wasn't the real her. But she came out, you know what I'm saying? That's why she couldn't speak, because those people, they don't get to use their vocal throat, you know, like their throat and stuff, like they can't. So it's hard for them to speak. If somebody is forcing you to learn how to speak or to talk or use tones, right, while growing up, you're not going to know how to speak. So her way of thinking was different, and then she didn't want to dance no more all of a sudden. But her having that dance and being creative, what made her different, the original her downstairs, you know what I'm saying, in that secret basement, because she was creative, she was expressive, and they noticed like something's different about her. She had that soul in her, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, she decided to do the uprising to like go over, because she got mad, like, you know, y'all need to get out of here and we need to uplift and take over this shit, you know what I'm saying? And basically that's why she changed her back to the thing, because she got chained to the bed and switched her out with the Michael Jackson Thriller shirt, you know what I'm saying? Ode to the 80s. There's a lot of like symbolism in the movie, man. But that's just a little bit. I can go on a little bit deeper. Just let me know what y'all think. I'm going to do a part 2 to this situation. I just want to record it enough so I can put it on my social media. Then I'm going to put it on YouTube. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Yeah.